Have you ever wondered why two people can eat almost the same meals every day, yet one keeps struggling with high blood pressure while the other seems to have it under control? The answer may not be as complicated as you think. In fact, a few simple changes to the foods on your plate could make a meaningful difference over time. If you're over the age of 60, today's conversation may help you look at your kitchen in a completely new way. Stay with me, because one of these food habits is something many seniors overlook every single day. Hello, my friends. I'm glad you're here. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. Today we're talking about a subject that affects millions of older adults: high blood pressure. It's often called the silent condition because it usually doesn't cause noticeable symptoms, even while it quietly places extra strain on your heart, blood vessels, kidneys, and brain. The good news is that medication, when prescribed by your doctor, can be very effective. But medicine is only one part of the picture. The foods you choose every day can also support healthier blood pressure and improve your overall heart health. These aren't expensive superfoods or complicated diets. They're simple, everyday choices backed by years of research. Before we begin, I want to make one thing very clear. Never stop or change your blood pressure medication without speaking to your healthcare provider first. Think of healthy eating as a partner to your treatment, not a replacement for it. So why does high blood pressure become more common as we grow older? One reason is that our blood vessels naturally become less flexible with age. When arteries lose some of their elasticity, the heart has to work harder to move blood through the body. On top of that, years of eating too much salt, being less physically active, carrying extra weight, poor sleep, and certain medical conditions can all play a role. Many seniors tell me, "Doctor, I don't even add much salt to my food." That's understandable, but here's something surprising. A large amount of the sodium many people eat doesn't come from the salt shaker. It comes from packaged foods, canned soups, frozen meals, processed meats, snack foods, and restaurant meals. Even foods that don't taste very salty can contain more sodium than you might expect. That's why our first food strategy is one of the simplest and most effective. Instead of focusing only on removing salt, start adding more foods that are naturally rich in potassium. Potassium helps balance the effects of sodium in the body and supports healthy blood vessel function. For many people, getting enough potassium through food is an important part of maintaining healthy blood pressure. Some excellent choices include bananas, oranges, baked potatoes with the skin, spinach, tomatoes, beans, lentils, and avocados. These foods don't have to be eaten all at once. Small amounts spread throughout the day work well. For example, you could enjoy a banana with breakfast, add spinach to a lunchtime salad, and include a small serving of beans with dinner. These simple habits gradually become part of your routine without feeling like a strict diet. However, there is one important exception. If you have kidney disease or have been told to limit potassium, talk with your doctor or dietitian before increasing potassium-rich foods. What's healthy for one person may not be appropriate for someone with certain medical conditions. Now let's move to the second food habit that many seniors find surprisingly easy. Try including more colorful vegetables with both lunch and dinner. Vegetables are naturally low in calories and sodium while providing fiber, vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds that support heart health. Aim to fill about half your plate with vegetables whenever possible. That doesn't mean they have to be raw. Steamed broccoli, roasted carrots, green beans, zucchini, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, or mixed vegetables are all excellent choices. Imagine your dinner plate. Instead of making meat the largest portion, let vegetables take center stage. Perhaps you enjoy grilled chicken with roasted broccoli and carrots, or baked fish with steamed green beans and a side salad. These meals can be satisfying without being heavy. Portion size also matters. A good goal is about 1 to 2 cups of vegetables with your main meals. Frozen vegetables without added sauces are just as nutritious as fresh ones, and are often more convenient for seniors who don't shop every few days. One question I hear often is, do I have to give up all the foods I love? The answer is usually no. Healthy eating isn't about perfection. It's about making better choices more often than not. If you enjoy your favorite comfort food occasionally, that's perfectly reasonable. The goal is consistency over time, not perfection at every meal. Another helpful habit is to stay well hydrated throughout the day. Even mild dehydration can make some people feel tired or dizzy, especially if they're taking blood pressure medications. Most older adults benefit from drinking water regularly unless their doctor has given them fluid restrictions because of certain heart or kidney conditions. And don't forget that food works best when it's combined with other healthy habits. A gentle walk after dinner, getting enough sleep, managing stress, avoiding tobacco, and limiting alcohol can all support healthy blood pressure alongside a balanced diet. In the next part, we'll continue with 3 more easy food strategies that many seniors can start using right away, including one everyday breakfast choice that may help support healthier blood pressure over time, and a simple cooking habit that could make a bigger difference than you realize. Let's continue with the next 3 food habits that can fit naturally into your daily routine. Remember, the goal isn't to change everything overnight. Small, consistent improvements are often easier to maintain, and over months and years, they can add up to meaningful benefits for your heart and overall health. The third food habit is choosing whole grains more often instead of refined grains. As we get older, our bodies don't always process foods the same way they once did. Refined grains like white bread, sugary cereals, and many packaged baked goods can cause quick spikes in blood sugar and often don't keep you feeling full for very long. Whole grains, on the other hand, provide more fiber and nutrients that support heart health. Think about breakfast. Instead of a sugary pastry or sweetened cereal, you might enjoy a bowl of plain oatmeal topped with fresh berries and a sprinkle of cinnamon. If you prefer toast, choose whole grain bread and add a little natural peanut butter or mashed avocado. These meals provide steady energy and can help you stay satisfied until lunchtime. A good serving of cooked oatmeal is about 1 cup. For bread, 1 or 2 slices of whole grain bread can fit well into a balanced meal. When shopping, read the ingredient list if you can. Look for products that list whole wheat or another whole grain as one of the first ingredients. Our fourth food habit is eating more foods that contain healthy fats while cutting back on unhealthy fats. This doesn't mean eating large amounts of fat. It means choosing the right kinds. Healthy fats are found in foods like salmon, trout, sardines, walnuts, almonds, pistachios, chia seeds, flax seeds, and olive oil. These foods provide nutrients that support heart and blood vessel health. For example, try having baked salmon once or twice a week. A serving about the size of your palm, roughly 3 to 4 ounces, is enough for most people. If fresh fish isn't always available, low-sodium canned salmon or sardines can also be good options. When cooking vegetables, consider using a small amount of olive oil instead of butter. A tablespoon is usually enough for most meals. If you enjoy snacks between meals, a small handful of unsalted nuts, about 1 ounce, can be a satisfying choice instead of chips or salty crackers. Speaking of salty snacks, this brings us to our 5th and final food habit. Learn to recognize hidden sodium and make simple swaps. Many foods that seem convenient are surprisingly high in sodium. Deli meats, bacon, sausage, canned soups, frozen dinners, instant noodles, flavored rice mixes, bottled sauces, and many packaged snacks can contain large amounts of salt. You don't have to avoid every packaged food forever. Instead, become a label reader. Compare similar products and choose the one with less sodium whenever possible. Look for labels that say low sodium or no salt added. Here's a practical example. Instead of making a sandwich with processed deli meat every day, you could use leftover roasted chicken or turkey that you've cooked at home. Instead of canned soup that's high in sodium, prepare a simple vegetable soup in a larger batch and freeze individual portions for later. These small changes can reduce your sodium intake without making meals feel boring. Seasoning your food differently can also help. Fresh herbs, garlic, blood. Pressure isn't determined by one meal. It's the pattern of your onion, lemon juice, black pepper, paprika, oregano, basil, rosemary, and thyme all add wonderful flavor without relying on extra salt. One thing I always remind my patients is that healthy,